Wait. Hi, it's me. I'm back. I had to not be a part of the stream for a week because of a T-Town throwdown. No, we won that, right? Every game. Nice. Good job, Tiffin. I was also sick, but I do like to say that I was a nice guy and let the other people cast Overwatch.
Our whole Tiffin team casted.
Our whole team casted. Very nice. Okay. Well, welcome back to this week. We are facing CSU. Them. Yeah. I don't know about any of the other games. Either did we have Smash today? No. They competed Wednesday. What about Rocket League?
They compete, I think, sometime next week.
Next week. Cool. What was the Smash result?
2-0 Cleveland.
2-0 Cleveland State. Oh, so we got a little thing going this week for Cleveland State. Okay. I'm getting word that they banned Freya and we banned Ana, and the map is I'll get good at this, don't worry. Ilios. Map is Ilios. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have a Lucio player for Boops. That'd be nice though. I already forgot what they banned. I know we banned Ana. Jeez, I am losing it. Alright, so they banned Freya. Your dragon lineup. Big Overwatch logo. We got Vortex King Crater. That's your DPS lineup today. And then we have Spoopy Goopy and Raven on support. Unfortunately, they're split up by the tank of Tanky Boy. It looks like we're going to be getting into the game. I'm excited for Ilios. It's been a while since I've watched Ilios, to be honest. I feel like, flip the sides. There we go. Feels like I'm not seeing Ilios picked a lot anymore, at least in like GLEC, or like our matches, I should say. I have not watched a single other match in the GLEC, so my bad. But yeah, Tiffin University. I wonder if they chose. I think they chose Ilios. I don't think we would choose Ilios. Spoopy Goopy pulling out the jetpack cat. Is this the first week of all like the new heroes too? Okay, well. Hey, I'll try my best to explain what these new characters do. No guarantee on that. I know what they all do. It's just there's going to be so much to explain. Thankfully, Cleveland State is just not using any of the new characters. Spoopy Goopy doing a nice solid throw. Okay, a little misgrab there, but that's okay. Looks like Spoopy Goopy on the cat. Oh, I see me now. I see me. Thank you. Sorry about that. We got Spoopy Goopy trying to keep his team up on Jetpack Cat. And Diva from Cleveland State overextending into Tanky Boy on Domina as the new tank. She is the newest poke tank, other than Sigma. Spoopy Goopy going down as well. Looks like the Kiri of Muhiki flanked and picked up that kill. A lot of split fights happening right now. Vortex King and Tanky Boy able to kill Kiriko and Sojourn. I just forgot the name, sorry. Tiffin able to cap first. Very nice. Looks like Ender on that Echo for Cleveland State is the closest on ult charge for them. And Crater also at 65%, so battle of the two DPS ults. Oh, hi, it's me. I don't know if I like that, but, well, I'll allow it. For now, I guess. The big trap onto LE3. Leon. But nice picks out of Tiffin University with the trade coming in from Ender Crater going down to Captain Jr. on that Sojourn. I see Raven and Spoopy Goopy trying to stall for some time. Now would be a good time for Tiffin to retreat. Was anything used there? I don't think so. I don't like that I'm here. But you know what? I won't say anything. Nice engage out of Cleveland State there. Very early. It looks like Tiffin was still getting that regroup going. Vortex being able to trade out the LE3 on the side of Cleveland State is very aggressive, and I don't know if his team's there to follow up. Jetpack Cat bringing the teammate back, now healing Domino. That is one of Jetpack Cat's big ability. Really just his biggest ability is he can carry teammates. Crater using his high noon in the wall. Hazard very low already. And Muiki going to 1 HP as well. Fortunately, nice tire out of Vortex King picking up 2. And it looks like Cleveland State's going for that reset. Yeah, they all... Nice tire out of Vortex King. Picks up 2. And it does look like that cost us 3 ults for their... Oh, they also used 3 ults. That's okay. 3 for 3 trade, and we got the point. Nice. Diva taking that high ground. Doesn't realize the Vortex King Junkrat is right on top of her. Oh boy. It's a little jump scare. Unfortunately, he does get picked off. And Tanky Boy already at half HP, taking a lot of poke. Looks like Spoopy Goopy going in for the flank. Trying to capitalize on Crater's pinch. Crater picking up those 2 kills, followed by the 2 out of Ender. It looks like Tiffin reached 99%, but they might let the point go over. No. They did get the DMAC onto the Diva, which is huge. Lucio beats on the side of Cleveland State. Oh, big kill out of Tanky Boy. Right before the Diva remake, that would have been huge stall time for Cleveland State. And Crater picking up the 3 kills. Wow. Oh my. What first round out of Tiffin. Hopefully they can keep up this momentum. I know, I remember last time I was here. What, like 2 weeks ago. They had momentum on the first map, but then it slowly went down. So hopefully we can keep up this momentum. In the meantime, let's explain some of the new characters. As you can see, Spoopy Goopy's on Jetpack Cat. What this character is, the lore that Blizzard gave Jetpack Cat, is a random cat walked on to Watchpoint Gibraltar and Brig, the support with the shield, decided it needs a jetpack. And that's the official lore. I'm not lying. That is the lore. Yeah, so Jetpack Cat she's great. Best character in the game. Also, the most banned character of all time. But, Spoopy Goopy. And it looks like Tiffin, found a strategy with him. Now actually focus on the real gameplay. Captain Jr. picking up Vortex King with the railgun shot and Ender on that Vendetta. Capitalizing on Tanky Boy's split. Not stagger. I almost said stagger. He was split off. Raider able to get a trade before he goes down. And then Mohiki punching a cat. Wow, you'd hate to see it. See, no ults coming into this fight. No one's really close enough to get it. Both the Dominos are just going to poke each other. Kiri had to TP out. Muhiki was already low. Both Dominos using shield here. Vortex going down to Domino's grenade ability. And it looks like Tiffin's trying to find some space here. Crater almost getting one shot by that, I'm assuming, railgun. Just like Tanky Boy did. And now Cleveland State has found aggression there. They just capitalized on Tiffin's. You know, they were down 1 and then started taking a lot of damage, which allowed them to walk forward, especially with that Lucio speed boost. I believe that Spoopy and Crater are going to try and get this flying high noon play. They both have, or Crater has high noon. Spoopy Goopy going to pull the Curie off the map along with himself. Probably did that to confirm Curie from TPing. Don't know if I like that, but LE3 picking up the kill on the Vortex King, and then Ender finding 2 picks. And Tiffin did not get any progression on point. They did not cap there. So let's see the cat stalling. Can Spoopy go? Oh, picks up the kill onto Captain Jr. Watch out for the cat claws. Doom already half. Oh, big beat out of. I don't even. Nebby is the name. Yeah, big beat from the Cleveland State Lucio, and Lucio is a very strong character because of 2 abilities: speed boost and beat, sound barrier. Most commonly called beat, but yeah, a little momentum shift out of Tiffin. Water. Tanky Boy swapping to Zarya here. Not feeling the Domina anymore. Not feeling the Ram. Zarya's a good pick. No tanks were banned, so they're all on the table. No TP out of Tiffin. And Cleveland State is responding to the Jetpack Cat pull onto that high ground, which is actually very smart out of them. Looks like Tanky Boy gets booped off, but not far enough to fall off the map there. And looks like Tiffin's holding a kind of a split here. Got both the DPS and Curie on this right side health pack, and then we have Jetpack Cat, which unfortunately goes down to Mohiki, and other Jetpack Cat followed up immediately by Vortex King with a big assassination. Looks like Tiffin's going to be low on point, though. That Domina is just very good at controlling space. Interesting split hold. It's hard to tell what the plan is, especially from an observer perspective. I can make a guess, but you know, you never know what the true mindset is. And then Tanky Boy swapping back to that Ramatra. He's kind of playing tank roulette, which is not good in my opinion. Mainly because he's just losing a lot of ball charge. Domina, again, from Cleveland State, is on any high ground she wants to be because of Jetpack Cat. Very low. Mohiki goes down to Raven. Tanky Boy walking point and getting the secure onto that half HP Domina. And it looks like Tiffin will be able to capitalize on that early pick from Raven. And cap the point, finally. Crater has high noon. Will Tiffin University finally go for this flying high noon? Oh, it looks like it. Yes, they will. Jetpack Cat flying Cassidy into the enemy backline. You love to see it. Unfortunately, it only picks up Jetpack. I say unfortunately. We got to pick. That's all you need to do with ultimates. Don't overthink them. Yeah, the flying high noon. You love to see it. Vortex King coming up on tire here, along with Swoopy Goopy's ult. Jetpack Cat going down. Nice ult out of Swoopy Goopy. Stunning both Kiriko and Domina. Looks like they're trading back and forth. And Ender Echo copied Jetpack Cat. is able to pick up Vortex King and gets an alt. Missing Tanky Boy. That's good for him. He would have been dragged off the map. Looks like LE3 swapped to Doom to get back quickly. And Tiffin not able to find the picks. Ooh, big Suzu. Tiffin coming up on 3 ultimates here. All 3 of them are a single ult that can win a fight. But let's see how Tiffin decides to use this. If I had to guess, we're probably going to open with... Ooh, Tanky Boy. Okay. Not who I thought we would open with. But looks like he's tried again. I think they went for a flying Ramatra ultimate. Vortexing, getting the Doomfist low. Captain Jr. able to find Crater. Vortexing responds, getting LE3 on Doom. Jump very low. Going for a tire here. Unfortunately, the Ender Echo was able to fly away. Gotta love the flying characters. Am I right? 3-minute chat. I'll see you in 3 minutes. I don't even know it's 3 minutes. It's like a minute and a half. Raven ulting to touch point, trying to keep Tanky Boy alive, but unfortunately goes down on that in-between heal. Vortex King and Crater are able to find some picks here, but is it enough to turn the fight? Vortex King very low. Swoopy Goopy trying his best to keep him alive. Oh, the other cat swooped in and got the health back. You hate to see it. Nice attempt out of Tiffin University there. Cleveland State picking up round 1. Oh boy. Big play of the game here. There is no play of the game. Oh, never mind. It's Crater. Is it this Flying High Noon? Is it the Flying High Noon? It is not the Flying High Noon. It is a very good play on map 1 where the momentum was high. Ooh, big play there. It's me! Not that you didn't see me the whole time before. Still weird. I don't know how I feel yet. I'll give an update in 2 minutes. Somebody time me. Yeah. Kind of the same thing that I saw 2 weeks ago. Not gonna lie. A little momentum halt. And I'm not here to make excuses, but Spoopy Goopy is sick, I think. I've heard word. The running joke of my entire casting time here at Tiffin. I've heard word. The voices. The voices in my head. Nice. All right. Ilios goes to Cleveland State. The other green team. Unfortunate colors. But, yeah. Very, nice team play out of Cleveland State there. A water break. I'm thirsty. Yeah, good follow-up out of Cleveland State. Good swaps, honestly. They had some... They swapped to that Domina, one of the new characters. Well, the only new tank. She is very strong. Her kit is insane. Already nerfed. And, yeah, great perks, too, that you can equip. But, I think in the meantime... I think we'll take like a couple minute breaks. I'm going to go see how the team's doing. I'm not hearing much. Welcome back. Sorry, the timer didn't hit 0 if you are waiting for that. I have heard word that they banned Jetpack Cat. After one round, the cat's gone. And we have banned Genji. And if you haven't seen, we are on the best map in Overwatch, King's Row. There is no debating it. Will Tiffin University go for the Widowmaker opening pick? Or at least opening pressure, or opening anything? I think they should go for it. I think Crater should go for an opening pick. I have probably said it before. I don't remember if we've played King's Row. We probably have. But especially on a map like this, you should always go for an opening pick. Yeah, especially because the spawn is right there. The change hero is there. And Tiffin University is not... we do have Juno Speed Ring, but they're not really running a fast comp. So playing for that pick is not going to cause Crater to fall back enough. Be out of the fight. Brock going into this left room, trying to get control of it. It looks like he did for a little bit. But Ender on the Pharah, probably a counter pick to Vortex King on Junkrat. Tanky Boy already half HP, but taking the fight. Crater as well as, I think that was Vortex King, trying to contest the high ground. Vortex King going deep into the back line and gets control of that back building, I believe. Sigma 1, nice follow-up out of Crater. Tanky Boy very low that whole fight. Amazing heals by Raven and Spoopy Goopy. Vortex King on that Omega flank gets Muhiki on the Kiri. Tanky Boy going to bring up some pressure and take some space, which is a good play on King's Row. A very common play to take this space while one of your teammates caps point. Especially on a payload map, it's common practice, common play for one of the supports to sit on point. Usually one that's longer range and can heal at range. Pharah, Ender Pharah is going to try to get some pressure on the flank here, but Crater is there to respond with a railgun headshot, followed up immediately by a Spoopy Goopy orbital ray, which I like. I like that it's, doesn't seem like it got value, but it took all that space. Crater able to respond to Muhiki's rush there. They are absolutely popping off, getting 2 picks here, and causing Cleveland State to go backwards. Pharah on the left, Tanky Boy noticed. Will they get the pick? I think she's out. Cleveland State coming in with 3, almost 4 ults here. Tiffin has 4 ults. Let's hopefully use one early, so Cleveland State doesn't have a chance to recontest. Right now would be a good time. Nice pick out of Crater onto Ender Pharah, and I think Tanky Boy used his ult and got some nice damage there to take that space and blocked the other Domina ult. And you get the... Oh, never mind. Crater taking the kill from Tanky Boy. That is noted. LE3 swapping to the Zarya here. Not a fan of this Domina matchup, apparently, so... We'll see what happened. Used bubble. It's like we're using nano railgun here. Let's see if Crater can pick up any picks here. Big bubble onto the Zarya. Tanky Boy able to follow up and capitalize on the bubble being popped immediately by Crater's nanoed railgun. Tanky Boy applying great pressure onto the Zarya. Huge anti-nade out of Raven. Crater low. Crater going down to Muhiki, but immediately followed up by Tanky Boy. Big tire out of Vortex King to secure the point with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left. That is 24 seconds more than they started with. You'll love to see it. It is King's Row. 4 minutes and 24 seconds more than they started with. That is 24 seconds more than they started with. You'll love to see it. It is King's Row. 4 minutes and 24 seconds more than they started with. That is 24 seconds more than they started with. You'll love to see it. It is King's Row. And it's because we banned Jetpack at, or they did. We're angry now. I don't know. I don't know if we're angry, but nice aggression from Tiffin University. That's what needs to happen on these escort maps. Or sorry, hybrid maps. This is a hybrid map. Yes. Because you capture a point first, and then you push a payload, so that makes it hybrid. We're all learning today. I should have known that. How will Cleveland State respond to Tiffin University with that 4 minutes and 24 seconds? Honestly, I think the bigger question is how will Tiffin University keep up the aggression on defense? Normally you would see teams just like hold either the corner that Tanky Boy's at or up by where Vortex King and Raven on the Ana are up there, like right here. But usually you'd only hold here if you're like a Reinhardt, somebody that needs to be close range, and you just hold that choke there. But since Tanky Boy is playing Domina and has range, she can just poke away. And it looks like Vortex King is going to hold this room like he usually does. There's a great room for Junkrat to hold. Nobody's going to be going through there. And Tiffin University notices that the D.Va is way behind and will pick up these kill onto Spoopy Goofy, but I don't know if I like those trades. Cleveland State got 2 there, and Tiffin only picked up 1. So it looks like Tiffin's going for that early retreat just to get some regrouping here. Waiting for abilities to come back, and are going to look to push here. It's okay that they're capping some point, like already at halfway through the second one. That was okay. Muhiki picking up the kill onto Tanky Boy, followed by Vortex King. Kill to Alari, and then Ender trading with Spoopy Goopy. So it looks like Tiffin only has Ana left. Trader going down as well, and there's the kill onto Ana. Tiffin getting early low HP. That was what I was thinking of. That Echo able to put a lot of pressure onto people who aren't paying attention, but Vortex King is able to find a pick onto Captain Jr. Now, Tiffin University is up 1. How are they going to choose to engage here? Probably just going to wait for a cart to push up a little or look for another pick. D.Va from Cleveland State flying into our back line. Nothing Tanky Boy can really do here about it. He can't fly. Echo copying Domina, which is not a fun time for Tanky Boy. Looks like Ender is able to find Vortex King while he was Domina. And this is going to cause Tiffin University to back up. Raven has his ultimate, but if you see, well, maybe, okay, he dies here. A lot of aggression out of Cleveland State there. And they are doing what Tiffin was doing, which is popping ults early to secure fights. Tiffin's not ready for these fights. They are down a couple people waiting to respawn, and Cleveland State does not care, and they're using that against them. Very smart play. But as I was saying, you can see, along with the 5 new heroes, Overwatch decided to add new sub roles. So Ana is in a sub role where, even though she has her ultimate, she can charge up to 25% more, which is always good for... Yeah, she will have 25% of her ult after popping her ult. It is good for Ana. You usually wait to use it, but kind of I'm assuming a fat finger out of Tanky Boy there. Looks like Nano Sojourn doesn't really pick up anything. And Tanky Boy just in a bad position there. Not able to dodge a Diva Bomb or the full rain of fire from Captain Jr. Vortexing going down very early here. And now Cleveland State popping Nano onto Diva just so you can fly in there and get kills just like that. Tiffin University not really finding the momentum here on defense. But Cleveland State is definitely on a roll here. And able to pick up the cap. We do have more time. So, you know, we gotta remember that. We got pretty much a whole minute left, or more than them. But as you can see, the times went. We cap with 4:51, and they cap with probably 4 minutes. I don't know. We cap with 4:24. We had 51 more seconds, regardless. But what the game does is if teams are above 2 minutes, I believe, it will lower both down to 2 minutes. And as you can see, we have 2:51 and they have 2 minutes. Just so we're not sitting here for another minimum 8 minutes watching pretty much a whole new Kings Row game. Because if both of us have 4 minutes, it's basically starting from round 1 again. So what Blizzard does for overtime rules is shortens it. So you got to make better decisions. You cannot afford mistakes here. Which means no dying early. Vortex team picking up 20% of his ult already off of early spam damage. Gotta love Junkrat. But Tanky Boy liking to go Tiffin kind of on a whole new comp here. Zarya, Cass, Hiriko. Well, I blanked on that name. Vortex team's Junkrat and Spoopy Goopy on Baptiste. Let's see what their answer is for this Diva. Cleveland State looking to go long way around, get the high ground. Very good play out of them, especially with Olari on a Sojourn. That is going to be a dominant high ground team. Already a minute off the clock. Tanky Boy going down immediately to 1 HP, but saved by Swoopy Goopy with Immortality Field. Ooh, I had to pop both Immo and Suzu. Olari 1 HP on a Cleveland State. Yeah, with that high ground. Not much to, do out of Tiffin right now. They're kind of just looking for poke here, and Tanky Boy is going to be the guy to contest point. It's kind of a boring play right now, but like I said, it's overtime. You have less time, and you just got to make smart decisions. So they're not being too aggressive. Looks like LE3 gets that nano and finds Crater. Huge pick out of their Diva. And it looks like Cleveland State is going to pick up the rest of Tiffin University. Which is okay. Kind of tough situation there for Tiffin. Didn't have any high ground presence. And, we've all seen at least Revenge of the Sith, right? I have the high ground Anakin. So it is important to have. Cleveland State coming up with 4 ultimates, followed by Tiffin's 3. Ults don't mean everything, but having more does help. Let's see who really pops aggression here first. I think it really just could be any team. I think an opening tire would be good. Big rush out of Raven here. And a lot of Cleveland State players are low. Big tire out of Vortex team, picking up 2. Echo copy onto the Zarya. Able to charge grab, but he is not on point, and it looks like the Diva was trapped. Big trap by Vortex team. Yeah, good patience out of Tiffin. waiting for the opening. And if you were keen to eye there, the opening wasn't really a pick. It was more of Cleveland State was all pretty much half HP. And Tiffin picked up on that, and they were like, all right, now's the time to start doing something. They're going to pop the rest of their ults. That huge tire, getting 2. And let's see what we can pop on this 2 minutes and 51 seconds of our attack. We have to cap the point and get it to 37.07 meters, I believe. I don't know if they do 0.1 or whatever.
This is London, huh?
But no opening widow again. You hate to see it. I forgot to mention as well, in overtime on both sides, so that previous one and now, you don't got to farm for your perks. You just start with them. So both teams have full perks. Yeah. Yeah, when you pick a perk, it is that for the whole round. Yeah, if you swap characters, you can pick new perks. Elliot 30 picking up the early kill onto Spoopy Goopy. And it looks like a huge sleep onto Raven. That, you just gotta respect it. You know, that was probably a long-range sleep. But it looks like Tiffin kind of a little staggered there. I don't know. Not really liking the positioning of Tanky Boy there. We knew Spoopy Goopy was down and Raven, the other support, was down. So he should not have been up that far. And if he wanted to be, he should at least been in that room so he can play some cover and that health pack. Big ante on a creator. Just shocked the Diva did not follow up. Vortex King's in the back trying to get some damage. Tanky Boy able to find Captain Jr. And somehow Vortex King is alive there. Great healing. Tiffin able to get point presence. Let's see how Cleveland State's going to respond to this. Diva going for the first touch. Should be focused by Zarya, but Muhiki already has Nano and is able to keep Diva up there. And yeah, it looks like Cleveland State's just going to keep finding those picks. Huge Nano out of Muhiki. Gotta call it how you see it. It was a great Nano.
60 seconds remaining.
Tiffin only has the tire and will have both support ults this fight. You know, probably later in the fight, but Cleveland State already has two. Tiffin's just got to find a way to get up to that high ground, get some presence up there. Tanky Boy trying to find some frontline pressure, but the Echo copy Zarya is very strong. Oh, tire going down. And there's that reverse grab from Ender. Reverse grab? I don't know. But Cleveland State popping two ults there for Tiffin's 2, so huge trade, but unfortunately that was a tougher 2 that we lost, and which allowed Cleveland State to just pop more ults. And it's hard to get past ults in this game. Cleveland State going up 2-0 from a fun to watch Kings Row game. Oh, Big Sun. Very nice. Big Sun there. Holy, it's me again. Hi. Yeah, that was a game. The voice is going, but that was a game. Up 2-0. Cleveland State. Are they the reigning champion for Overwatch? I think they are. They won, right? Sure, we'll give it to them.
I think they've lost one
think they won last year.
No, they didn't.
They did not win last year. Who won last year?
They were like 2 seconds behind us.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a guy find out information. Regardless, very strong team. So, you know, and it's showing they got that teamwork. They got good teamwork. Tiffin also got some good teamwork, but you know, we saw some questionable decisions there, and in a game that was as close as that, especially just Overwatch in general, comes down to one or two mistakes, and they can change the whole course of a game. Water. But 2-0. I wonder if Tiffin's going to take a 5-minute break here, try to regroup. Or maybe that's what they're doing now. Illinois Wesleyan won. Congrats to them for winning last year.
They went 4-0.
Against who?
I will let you know in 2 seconds. Most likely was probably.
Anyways, I think we're going to take a quick BRB here. So stay tuned for map 3. Hello, welcome back. We are on Saravasa. The pick out of Tiffin University there, and we also banned Diva, the Diva from LE3, showing some troubles for Tiffin University, so we decided to get rid of it. They also counterattacked by getting rid of Vortex King's Junkrat. So, you know, we had some issues with the Diva, and they had some issues with the Junkrat, so fair is fair, I guess. So Vortex King pulling out the Encher. Nice second pick out of him. And it looks like Spoopy Goopy back on Jetpack Cat. Gotta love to see it. Taking Tanky Boy for an early ride. Let's go. And that is going to give us, get us to point a lot quicker than we normally would. Sorry. But Cleveland State is on a dive count. How will Tiffin respond to the Winston Tracer Sojourn Lucio dive? And immediately going down is Raven to Captain Junior's railgun headshot. Very strong. Now, Captain Junior won, though. Tanky Boy able to find the trade, but doesn't look like Tiffin's looking for that Ana. And it looks like Crater is able to be picked off when he is out of position. Or not out of position. They recognized that he was a little split from the team, so they went for it and picked up the kill, and that is how dive works. Let's see if Tanky Boy can get some point presence here. We have LE3's Winston already half HP. Is Tiffin going to be able to capitalize on that? Vortex King trying to go for some disruption while Tiffin focuses the tank, which honestly, nice trade out of Vortex King there. He distracted the Kiriko and Lucio supports, so Tiffin can get the arguably better pick onto a tank. Swoopy Goopy coming up on Jetpack Cat's ultimate. Not really a spot, on this point at least, where you can use it to get a kill, and Vortex King going down early. A little bit of a misplay. Both TPS at the Tiffin University are down right now, and it's kind of just a stall game for Tiffin. Yeah. That was a fair play out of Tiffin after the little mistakes that we just had there. Ooh. Cleveland State's going aggressive here. They don't want Tiffin to get back to contest. Both tanks swapped to Hazard. Wiki picking up Vortex King early. And Crater not able to get the pick onto Ender, losing the 1v1. Ooh. Kind of a little all over the place, if I gotta do say so myself. Doesn't look like a cohesive plan coming out of TU here. It's kind of just the solo queue comp style. Not really much to see or much to collab with. It's a weird comp, I'm gonna say. Cleveland State coming up on 4 ultimates. Tiffin has 4 as well. And it looks like Muhiki is going to Kasune Rush, followed by Ravens. Almost blow up the map. And Crater able to pick up the Flying High Noon again, but Muhiki and Ender are there to respond. And yeah. Tiffin not able to capitalize on those 2 Flying High Noon picks. You'll love to see it, even though we didn't really get to see it. Cleveland State is holding the high ground. Nice, very nice. Ender able to pick up Vortex King. Unfortunate early pick there. Tiffin still is in the realm to leave, but they're not going to, causing them to take some poke damage, which means Ender is able to swoop in behind and get some follow-up damage and get the pick on the crater. My opinion, they should have left a long time ago, or when Vortex King got picked off. And now it allows for Cleveland State to take all this space and get some pressure. Tanky Boy able to ult the Sojourn, but goes down for it. LE3 able to find 2 of his own. Miss balls. Oh, the predict out of Vortex King. Great game knowledge there out of Vortex King. Even though we lost the point, you know, that was a fun clip to watch. He, those of you who don't know what happened there, he waited for the Tracer. When Tracer recalls, I believe it's 3 seconds. You go back to where you were, 3 seconds. Huge trap out of LE3's Hazard ult. I don't actually know what the ult's called. But, very easy pick on the Raven there because he was trapped. Suzu can only do so much there. Spoopy Goopy able to find the trade onto LE3 with the help of Tanky Boy. Cleveland State has both support ults and a Sojourn ult. That is a very tough attack here for Tiffin University. Three very strong ults for Cleveland with that early rush out of Mizzou. No, oh my god. Muhiki. About said Muzi. Vortex King on the flank, trying to get the pick onto Hazard. Not able to go down, but the dive out of Cleveland State able to pick up Vortex King and Crater. Not much there to be done. Great dive execution out of Tiffin, or not Tiffin, Cleveland State. I can say words today. Captain Jr. able to pick up 1 with Raven not being able to escape the pulse bomb. Spoopy Goopy getting the trade onto Ender though. Will Tiffin be able to touch here? Probably not. A very aggressive comp out of Cleveland State. And that was a 3-0 on Saravasa for the dive of Cleveland State University. Play the game. Lucio play the game. You haven't seen one of those in a while. He finds Crater. He finds the assist on the Vortex King. Raven also goes down. Followed by Spoopy Goopy. Oh my god, what a Lucio play. Well, that was a match. GG's all around. Fun to be here. Apparently we're gonna open a loot box. I think we got what, 5? I'll allow the 5 opening, but only this time. So, you know, end of round loop. Oh yeah, hit the all button. We'll do 1. Just do it all in 1. There we go. Ooh, unfortunately, since this is just a broadcast account, you got nothing. Big groups, though. Love to see it. Back to me. Big loot boxes. Well, that was fun. That was a big 3-0. Keys. Well, as you can see what we're getting, I believe that does it for me. I got nothing else. Couple mistakes, especially on King's Row, you know. Close match, but like I said earlier, Overwatch is a game about not making those tiny, small mistakes. Yeah. But we will see you next week. Any weird games throughout the week that will be live? For normal time, maybe. I don't know. Normal time. We'll see you next Friday. I'll be back for Overwatch. Hopefully with a second person. Goodbye.